So here it is. Sorry for the glare. This is the Sosai Shoujo Teian full action plastic model kit. Look how it's so action packed. It has sliding drawer action and chair sliding into desk action. After school retro desk. That's what we're working on today. Picked this up a couple of days ago. So yeah, let's just crack this open and kind of work at it. I'm not sure if we're gonna finish it today, but we'll just we'll do some work on it while we wait for paint to dry. I'd like to have a lot of the furniture built for my Ritsuka model before we actually finish the Ritsuka model. She's not done yet. But I thought it might be nice to have some furniture and accessories ready to take so that I can, you know, play around and take some photos with that stuff before we really finish up the model. Okay. Let's get all these bags open so that they're ready to go. Building furniture. So I was talking about this previously, but with this model, I really wanted, or rather with the tables and stuff and accessories, I really wanted to try and make my own furniture. And I still do. I watched a number of videos and have saved a number of tutorials in the doll making world, in particular, how to make furniture. So I'd like to give it a try. I think if I can make a simple table, I think I could possibly do that. That won't be too hard, but maybe I'm biting off more than I can chew. I don't know. I'd like to try at least. Something simple. But I ended up buying this model just because I did not go to any store that sells balsa wood. I haven't been to one recently, and the one time I was at a store that I thought might have it, they in fact did not. I was at a Michael's, you know, like a craft hobby store, and I was like, oh yeah, they've got to have some, they gotta have some, right? But they didn't. They just had like wooden dowels. Is that the right word? Doweling? Which is not what we needed. Let's just cut out a number of parts in advance. I feel like I can kind of understand generally some of these parts and where they go. That's something that I don't fully understand. I've seen a number of people on stream or on YouTube that build models, and all of the parts, they remove all of the parts like in advance and sort of clean them all up, just chuck them in some kind of container. And I'm like, wow, I cannot do that. I do not know. Because I have no idea. Yeah, I would just be lost afterwards. Here we go. You know, building this model makes me appreciate that entry grade, because the gate between the sprue and the actual part, the gate is virtually non-existent. It's so impressive with that Bandai's entry grade Gundam model kits. Super awesome. Whoops. Oh, sorry. Made a little noise there. Let's kind of go down a bit, the volume. What dropped? Oh, it was a brush? Hopefully it was just a brush that dropped. Let's put that brush over here. Okay. Yeah, and then looking at this, the gate is just so much more pronounced. It's kind of like, it's like a shock to me how pronounced it is, even though that's kind of like the real normal state. And, you know, I've been talking about not being sure what to paint my entry grade model. I don't really know what to paint this guy. I say guy. I don't really know what to paint this chair. The whole table. Am I going to paint it something else? Am I gonna put some kind of texture on it? I have no idea. I have not decided. Whew. House of Flying Nubs. The nubs are flying. There we go. Now, we have successfully gotten rid of the big part of the nub. Now we gotta get rid of the small part. And this, you know, this is just the part of the process, cleaning it up. I find it chill and relaxing. Now I've got some paint on my hands. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, yeah, we need to clean up all of that a lot more, but we'll just carry on. Yeah, for example, like, say I were to make my own furniture, make my own chair, right? I would not be able to get these curves like that. I don't think I'd be able to do that. That's beyond me. It would be a very straight, a very plain kind of chair. It's not a bad thing, really. Especially, you know, for a first-time build. But yeah, that would be more or less the extent of my skill, such as it is. I need my files. Where are they? Here they are. Need all these babies. All that. Let's see here. Not that. I think that's good enough. Let's put this all to the side. And let's sand away. Well, I think we could stand to kind of clip it more, actually. Still kind of big. Let's put our giant pal near off to the side. Keep us company. Yep, all this needs to be trimmed. I'm trying to do as much as I can with these clippers, but at the same time, I don't want to leave a nub mark. I try and be careful about trimming these parts, cleaning them up, but occasionally I get a nub mark. Kind of sucks. Yeah, I think that looks okay. We can even use the knife, the knife. Go in with this. Get it a little flatter. Looking forward to some basketball tonight. Yesterday, okay, so here's the thing. I like basketball. That's something that I had to realize within myself in recent years, because when I was a teenager, like, my family watched basketball, but I was kind of like just watching it because everyone else did. But I don't know if I would have called myself a fan. And then as the years went on, I was like, oh, I actually think I like basketball. I think I actually like watching this too. So yeah, I like watching basketball. Even when my team, the Raptors, are no longer in the playoffs, it's still fun to watch and follow along. But the one thing I really like also, is all the drama. It's basically an anime at this point. Basketball is virtually an anime in terms of the drama. And yeah, so last night there was a bit of that. There was a bit of drama going on um, with the 76ers. The 76ers have bounced the Raptors, but I don't really hold a grudge, even though Joel Embiid kind of uh, injured our star rookie, Scotty Barnes. I don't really hold a grudge. It just kind of happens sometimes in sports, right? But turnaround is fair play. Is that the phrase? Turnabout is fair play. Something like that. Embiid himself was injured, and he in turn injured some other people, even his own teammates yesterday. Danny Green, formerly a Raptor. So it just happens. It happens. But he was saying how he was basically in his like post-game interview talking about how he misses Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Buckets used to be a Philadelphia 76er in 2019. And yeah, it's just a lot of funny drama there, which I find entertaining. I can't even claim to be a basketball expert regarding like plays and all of that stuff. Sometimes it goes over my head. It's possible I might even be more familiar with baseball in terms of the rules and plays than I am basketball. But yeah, the drama is unparalleled, is unmatched. NBA does it better than anyone else. When it comes to the salt and the drama, I love it. We need to make sure that this is flat. Maybe we'll actually leave some of the nub right now, just to ensure that we don't kind of go overboard. And we would just leave enough so that when it's all finally together, we can kind of clean that up and make sure it's balanced, because we don't want a lopsided chair, do we? I don't think so. Okay, let me give a second here, guys. Just kind of cleaning up my hands a bit because I've noticed there's paint on them. Okay, that is good enough. What time is it? It's almost 6. Okay, well let's just carry on for a little bit longer, and then we'll maybe think about wrapping things up. Again, just a little shorter stream today. Just want to get in the habit of streaming regularly. The grind, as it were. Guys know the deal. I have another emote in the pipeline. It's awaiting approval, but I just recently received my notification email that my second emote is available for use now. So let me just show you guys what I'm talking about. It is this one. Epo de lol mimic. That one right there. And that's sort of like a continuing the theme of sort of monsters. That one was the first. Eyeballs. And yeah, so the mimic. And I'm actually getting a little better at making these emotes. Really, these are the first emotes that I've ever made. And the first one in particular, it took me a good long while to initially decide what I wanted to do, and then just go about making it, and just not really used to the format because it's just such a small piece of artwork, right? And the amount of detail that you should pack in or omit for the sake of clarity. All of that was something of a learning experience for me, and it still is. But I think I'm kind of getting a better feel for it. And so when it came to making my third one, which is, as I said, it's still in the approval process. When it came to making the third one, I felt like I had a better idea of how to make it look clearer, more visible. So yeah, maybe in about a week's time it'll be ready. Maybe, hopefully. Okay, let's get this one here. You know, I'm thinking that having a bit of grain might be good for the painting if I'm gonna paint this. We can kind of leave a bit of grain from the sanding. So long as we go in the right direction, the proper direction of the grains, then it'll kind of look like wood. Especially when it comes to painting. I'm gonna look at some examples of tables and chairs. Very, very exciting stuff, I know. I'll peruse the IKEA catalog, or The Brick. That's a Canadian store. It's just called The Brick Furniture Store. Try and see what looks good for chairs. We'll do this pass, and we'll leave it at that, because maybe we'll actually kind of sand roughly every part. And that way we can kind of get away from that plasticky look. But we'll see. So yeah, that's one part down. Yeah, let's go on for a little longer, guys. Okay, this part, I think we need to pay some special attention to that and kind of do a good job of sanding it down. We don't want a pronounced nubbage. Let's just work on this right here. Let's get the elbows off the table. Manners. And also it doesn't shake the table. And yeah, with this part, it's the cushion part of the chair. I definitely feel like it'll look better if I painted something. You know, and again, we can kind of attempt to freehand some kind of pattern, maybe, if I'm feeling adventurous. One thing I should get a little better at is this idea of doing more mundane parts of a model when it comes to building or painting off stream, and then doing more interesting parts on stream. So for example, all I did was just base coat this Boken bag, right? This thing right here. All I did was just base coat this, which isn't terribly exciting, but I want to do possibly some kind of pattern on it. But I just wasn't able to even do that this stream. So that will have to wait for another time. Well, I just realized this is the higher grade grit I should have worked up to this. But I think that'll be okay. How about we go on for a few more minutes? Let's at least attach this part. Let's just get these parts attached, and then we'll let's do this chair. Can we do this chair? Even if it means kind of moving along with the filing and sanding portion. Maybe if we forego that for now. And again, I think I'll loosely assemble these parts so that I can disassemble them to make it easier to paint, possibly. I don't know. I mean, it's a chair, so it's not like it's going to be that hard to get to all the details. It's just a good practice, though, I guess, to kind of get all those, do everything in separate parts, sub-assemblies. Yeah, we can kind of go in a little more and do that better, but that's good enough for now. Let's get this part here. That needs to be sanded. There. Sand. Well, it'd be kind of nice to even just finish this chair in a basic assembly state, so we can put our basic assembly Ritsuka on it. And yeah, I was talking about rationalizing in my brain buying something like this, even though I said I wanted to make something, and it's like, at the very least, if I have this, it'll be a good reference point when I want to make something. Maybe. Sorry. Elbows off the table. Manners. Let's just leave that. Kind of get this part. This sandpaper, by the way, I'll probably need to attach another piece of sandpaper to make it a little, yeah, because this is probably worn out now. Sort of like my heavy duty for grinding off a lot of material. Okay. And we got our trusty brush to brush off the details. Use this one smaller. Not detail, brush off the excess dust. And we might as well kind of, yeah, let's just loosely assemble this. This seems pretty self-explanatory. Let's just look at the instructions and make sure. I can't tell. Which is the proper orientation? To corner. Is it like this? I think. Okay, there should be 3 parts on one side. This should be it. Well, let's put it in loosely anyways, so that we have the option of disassembling it. Yeah, I think that's right. I think I'd know. I think I'd actually know what I'm doing by now. You thought wrong. Okay. So, like that. And this goes right here. You know, I was saying how I was looking for balsa wood, but in hindsight, I think that maybe like a more sturdier kind of wood would be better anyways, because if you're going to put a model on it, it's not like the models weigh a ton, but at the same time you're exerting some extra weight on it, which would probably be better if it was a stronger kind of wood. B1 and B3. Here's 1 and 3. Interesting design for this table. The front legs are this very sculpted kind of look, and then the back legs are more simple looking. You would think that it would be mirrored. It would look the same from the front to the back. There you go. It's funny, like some people build model kits of robots, big weapons of war, flying ships, battleships, tanks. Some people make models of pretty girl robots, as I do, as I have. But currently, I'm just making a table. Estarella with a raid. How's it going, Estarella? Finishing up your stream? How was the stream? And thanks everyone for coming by. Set Vanilla coming in. Night Trap, how's the table? Yeah, the table's actually going pretty well. I mean, it's a table, so it's not the most exciting thing in the world. Estarella, hey, Bo. What's up? You just finished your stream now? Wow. You stream for quite a good long while. How long do you typically stream? I basically have 0 stamina, so yeah, my max limit is about 3, and sometimes if I'm really into a game or something, I could do 4. Little Chook, how's it going, Little Chook? Thank you, by the way, for the gifted sub for Estarella. I appreciate it. I don't know if I've conveyed that to you, my appreciation, just yet. But yeah, thank you for that. Estarella usually stream for about 4 hours, but I played a game today, so I went on for longer. Broken Symmetry with the emotes. How's it going, Broken Symmetry? Yeah, so yeah, we're just building a chair here, guys. We're building some furniture. Super exciting stuff. I know. Please contain your excitement. Some people out there, they build robots. I'm building a chair. And I might even be bad at building this chair because I'm looking at the instruction here and I'm not 100% sure if I've got the right directions. Oh, okay, yeah. We did it. Tiny furniture is cool. Oh my god, a chair. Yeah, I can show you guys the box. Just to set your expectations. Yeah, I'm kind of loosely assembling it because I don't want to fully put the pieces in. Just in case I want to disassemble the parts for painting, but let's just kind of loosely put them in just a bit. Yeah, let's show you the box, actually. If I can find it. Here we are. Little Chook, I have such a fascination for miniature stuff. Yeah, I really enjoy little tiny miniatures. That's the main thing I do on this channel, I guess, is make little things like, well, this guy's big. This is a big boy right here. This is a big lad. I've been painting this guy earlier today. It's my Frost Giant. But I've got, yeah, some other guys just here, like my Lord of the Rings horsey man. Epo, I'm sorry to raid and run, but it's time for a break from sitting on my butt all day. Have a great rest of your stream. Yeah, no problem, Estarella. Thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the raid, too. And in fact, let's do a little shout-out. I know that most of you are here from her stream, but it's, you know, it's just something to do and keep in good practice. Shout out to Estarella. Let's, while we're shouting out, might as well do a little shout out right here. And shout out to Little Chook. Both super talented streamers, super talented folks that make cool stuff. So definitely give them a look. Oh yeah, so here's the box. I didn't show it. Here's the box of the model kit. I love this emote, by the way. Chook. Where is it? This one right here. I've made use of this more than a few times. It's very good. But yeah, this is the model kit. It's a Sosai Shoujo Teian full action plastic model kit after school retro desk. And it does not come with the model, just as a point of reference. It doesn't come with the model. I do have a model from this range, but not this particular one. That's the table, that's the chair. It comes with some little accessories. And it even comes with a faceplate for this model. But yeah, that's what I'm working on now. Slowly but surely. And let's get this chair assembled, and then we might just be wrapping things up. I know that I just got rated, but I was actually a little close to wrapping things up because it's time to stuff my face with some food. Little chew. Yes, that's perfect. Yeah, that's a great emote. I really like that one. Okay, yeah, I don't wanna push these parts too far in because, as I said, I want to leave the option open to disassemble it for the purposes of painting. But at the same time, I want to see how this thing looks in a semi-assembled state. And there it is, a chair. We did it. Look at that. That is definitely a chair. It's somewhat unbalanced because I haven't put the parts perfectly in. Let's see. Let's put our tiny little elephant on there. And there you go. This is a perfectly in scale elephant toy. Super realistic. No, it's just some little crappy toy that I found from my childhood as I was cleaning up and stuff. So I just keep this around. This elephant. But we have finished the chair, and there's a lot more to do. All these parts, including the table, as you can see, and it's unpainted. It's brown. I'm thinking about painting it. I have some other accessories here. This is a bokken bag, or a bag for your sword. I was painting this earlier today, and it's not quite finished. And I was working on these off stream. I'm kind of wrapping things up. I just wanted to show some of the stuff that I've been working on recently. These are also accessories for my model. This is a bamboo sword, like a training bamboo sword, and I painted that. And this is a wooden sword, also for training and stuff. I think this is called a bokken, and this is called a shinai, I think. Whoop. But yeah, just these are the sort of the things I've been working on lately, and also painting this handsome fellow. That's what I've been working on lately. But yeah, once again, Esterella, thanks for stopping by and the raid. I appreciate it. Thanks for everyone for coming in to chat, little Chook and everyone, and all the regulars like Mojo. You guys know who you are, the regulars. But I think that's going to do it for me for now. Just a little quick one. And on the weekend, I'm not going to be around on Sunday or possibly Monday, but I'll be here in spirit. All right, I think that's enough. So thanks again, everyone, and I'll catch you next time. GG.